wa barakatuh. Inshallah, tonight I want to share another dua, a beautiful dua taught by our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And I want to take this opportunity, as we are saying sallallahu alaihi wasallam, is that tonight is Laylatul Jumu'ah, and we send salutations upon our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam on Fridays, and the night that follows Friday, in abundance of salutations, to make sure that you say as much as you can, inshallah. And that dua is the Prophet ﷺ used to say this, and the hadith is narrated by Abu Dawood, that Anas ibn Malik radiallahu anhu said that the Prophet ﷺ said that when someone says, Allahumma inni asbahtu ushhiduka wa ushhidu hamalata arshika wa malaikataka wa jami'a khalqik annaka anta Allahu la ilaha illa anta wahdaka la sharika lak wa anna sayyidana Muhammadan abduka wa rasuluk. And whoever says that in the morning, 1/4 of him gets freed from the fire of Jahannam, from the fire of hell. And then when a person recites it twice, half of his body is freed, or half of him is freed from the fire. And when a person recites it 3 times, 3/4 of him is freed. And whoever recites it 4 times, then a person, he's completely freed from the fire of hell. Now that's just the virtue of it. Now let's look at what does this particular dua mean. The person is saying, Allahumma inni asbahtu. Witness. Ushhiduka. I ask Allah, I am saying to God to be my witness. And not just witnessing, making Allah your witness, but also asking, wa ushhidu hamalata arshik. And I ask that you make the witness, the angels who are carrying your throne, to also witness what I'm going to say. Wa malaikataka, and all the angels of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Wa jami'a khalqik, and all the creations. You're making the angels who carry the throne your witness, and all the angels in general, and all the creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala your witness. What? Annaka, that you are indeed, annaka, anta Allah, that you are Allah. Annaka anta Allah, la ilaha illa anta, there is no God except you. Wahdaka la sharika, you're alone, you have no partners. Wa anna sayyidana, and the second part of my testimony is that I bear witness that Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam is your servant and your messenger. So these words are just so powerful. We could look at the verse in Ali Imran. The verse is 18 from Ali Imran, the 3rd chapter in the Quran, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks about the witnessing. The verse is Shahid Allahu annahu la ilaha illa hu wal malaikatu but he, Allah, He Himself is making this testimony that there is no God except me. And do the angels and those who possess knowledge, wa ulul ilm, there is no God but He. And Almighty, the wise, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah is Almighty and all-wise. There is no God except Allah, the Almighty, the all-wise. So this verse is very powerful. And that's why a lot of the scholars say that to say this particular ayah, verse 18 of Ali Imran, to recite it in the morning and in the evening, or at least once a day. شهد الله أنه لا إله إلا هو. شهد الله. After that, a lot of the scholars in many books of the tafasir, you will find this particular dua that the scholars have mentioned to say after reciting this verse. وَأَنَا أُشْهِدُ بِمَا شَهِدَ اللَّهُ بِهِ. And also I testify, I'm making the testimony of what Allah is making testimony of Himself. It's just so beautiful. وَأَنَا أَشْهَدُ بِمَا شَهِدَ اللَّهُ بِهِ وَأُشْهِدُ اللَّهَ عَلَى ذَلِكَ. And I'm making Allah my witness that I've made this testimony of making testimony of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَأَسْتَوْدِعُ اللَّهَ هَذِهِ الشَّهَادَةِ. And I want to give and I want to preserve this testimony that I'm making. شهد الله. اللهم إني أصبحت أشهدك in the dua. I'm making this testimony. Nothing goes to waste. Nothing goes to vain. Nothing is just lost. But in particular here, the person is saying, وَأَسْتَوْدِعُ اللَّهَ هَذِهِ الشَّهَادَةِ. And I'm taking this and I'm putting as a deposit to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I want Allah to keep this as a deposit for me, that on a day of judgment, when I come to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, وَهِيَ لِي عِنْدَ اللَّهِ وَدِيعَةً, and it will be a trust secured by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. أَسْأَلُ اللَّهَ حِفْظَهَا. I ask Allah to preserve it. حَتَّى يَتَوَفَّانِي عَلَيْهَا. And I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to preserve it until I die upon it. So you are freed from the fire of your nafs. You are freed from the fire of your lower self, your ego. That's one of the meanings of freeing yourself from the fire. That when you recite it 4 times, you are freed from the fire. You are freed from your nafs, from the devil, from your ego. I will say one more time. وَأَنَا أَشْهَدُ بِمَا شَهِدَ اللَّهُ بِهِ. And I bear witness and I witness what Allah has witnessed. وَأُشْهِدُ اللَّهَ عَلَى ذَلِكَ. And I make Allah a witness upon this. وَأَسْتَوْدِعُ اللَّهَ هَذِهِ الشَّهَادَةِ. And I put this in the trust of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, this testimony. وَهِيَ لِي عِنْدَ اللَّهِ وَدِيعَةً. And it will remain in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's care as a trust, as a wadi'a, an amana, a trust. I ask Allah, أسأل الله حفظها حتى يتوفاني عليها. I ask Allah to preserve it until I die upon it. That's one of the du'as that you always should make. That, oh Allah, let me die on Islam. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, quoting Yaqub, Jacob, talking to his sons and giving the advice, and he said, وَلَا تَمُوتُنَّ إِلَّا وَأَنْتُمْ مُسْلِمُونَ. So when a person is reciting this every morning and every evening, أَنْتَ اللَّهُ لَا إِلَهَ إِلَّا أَنْتَ وَحْدَكَ لَا شَرِيكَ لَكَ وَأَنَّ سَيِّدَنَا مُحَمَّدًا عَبْدُكَ وَرَسُولُكَ. If you are saying it 4 times and 4 times, 8 times a day, at the time when you are going to meet your Lord, you will remember that. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala preserve this shahada, that we all made this testimony and we have been reminded about this testimony, and may Allah make us live by it and let us all die upon it. أقول قولي هذا. I seek Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's forgiveness, and I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make this beneficial to all of us. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we ask Allah, oh Allah, lift the calamity of our ummah of our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Lift the calamity from the ummah of our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, our beloved Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Don't forget to say salawat in abundance. from now until tomorrow sunset. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.